This is Algebra 1, Unit 1, Lesson 1 on algebraic properties of equality. We're going to talk about 4 properties of equality. I'm sure you've used these before, but maybe you didn't know their names. First one we'll talk about is called the addition property of equality. And the addition property of equality says that you can add the same thing to both sides of an equation, and that equation is still balanced. So when you wanted to solve in pre-algebra x minus 2 equals 7, you say, hey, I want to get rid of that minus 2. The opposite of subtracting 2 is adding 2, so you add 2 to both sides. Maybe you didn't know that's actually a property of equality. Same is true for subtraction. If you have x plus 5 equals 8, in order to get rid of the plus 5, you do the opposite, which is subtract 5. In order to keep that equation balanced, you have to do it to both sides. 5's cancel out, so you get x equals 3. Works for multiplication and division too. Say you have x divided by 2 equals 5. Opposite of divide by 2 is multiply both sides by 2, and you get x equals 10. And last one is the division property of equality. In order to get rid of multiplication, 3x means 3 times x. To get rid of multiplication, you divide, and you get x equals 4. Some of these can be used interchangeably. Maybe for the x plus 5 equals 8, you said, hey, I would have added a negative 5 to both sides. So that would be the addition property, because you're adding. When you add a negative, it's the same thing as subtracting. We would still end up with the same answer. Okay? And also for multiplication and division, you can use them interchangeably. X over 2 is the same thing as 1/2 x. So if you think of that as 1/2 x equals 5, and then that's 1/2 times x. To get rid of multiplication, you could divide each side by 1/2. And when you divide by a fraction, you multiply by its reciprocal, so that will be 5 times 2 over 1, and we're back to 10 again. Please try the practice problems and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.